The most fundamental question to ask yourself is how a successful person thinks. Take a moment to jot down these thoughts, my friend, and understand why they occupy your mind. Think of it as installing new software into your mental hardware. Eventually, these thoughts become the new voice in your head, guiding your actions and decisions. The key to success lies within us. So how does a prosperous individual behave and think? Well, they have a unique relationship with money. They envision future projects, plan their expenses, consider investments, and more. These thoughts generate positive, elevated emotions, making them feel wonderful. They don't dwell on fears of losing their wealth or falling into poverty. Instead, their minds are focused on abundance and helping others. When they give, they do so with the belief that the universe will repay them in some way. Now, reflect on your own thoughts and emotions about money. Do they bring positivity or negativity? Recognize these patterns and learn how to transform your mindset into a successful and affluent one. Remember, anyone can achieve it with the right combination of knowledge, its application, belief, and consistency. Before we dive deeper, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us. If you find yourself complaining about money, passing judgment on those who have it, panicking during financial difficulties, or resorting to dishonesty when you're in need, it's time for a change. Abundant individuals do none of these things. To become abundant, you must break these habits and commit to a new way of being. The most crucial change you must make is leaving behind the baggage of lack, unworthiness, and the old stories from your past. These stories might be rooted in your family, past relationships, or your own history. To truly transform, you cannot carry these old narratives into your new reality. The question is, if not now, when? How many times will you repeat old patterns until you decide to change? It's time to stop forgetting and start remembering your true potential. Each morning, many people wake up and immediately focus on their problems. This keeps them anchored in the past because the brain is essentially a record of past experiences. They ruminate about their financial challenges, relationships, and various issues, reinforcing those memories. These thoughts are a direct connection to the past, and they wire the brain accordingly. Consequently, the emotions associated with these thoughts, such as lack, unhappiness, and anxiety, shape their state of being. Here's the fascinating part. Conditioning doesn't require much. It only needs a thought and a feeling, a memory or an image, an emotion, and a response. With this, you are conditioning your body to become the embodiment of that emotion. The body essentially becomes the mind of that emotion, storing it subconsciously. This is where the problem arises, as the body doesn't distinguish between the actual past experience and the emotion you recreate through your thoughts. So, if your life is changing but you're still feeling lack, you'll struggle to see the opportunities around you because you're viewing your life through the lens of the past. It's time to break free from this cycle and embrace a mindset of abundance and success. Your future awaits, and it begins with the thoughts and emotions you choose to cultivate. You have the power to rewrite your story and create a life filled with abundance. So don't hold back. Take the first step toward your prosperous future today. Imagine a moment when you look around and notice that all your friends are making money, living their dreams, and enjoying life. It's only natural to feel a bit left behind, right? It's like a twinge of lack deep within you. But here's the turning point, my friend. When it stops being solely about achieving abundance and starts being about your transformation, that's when something truly precious happens. It's when the focus shifts from healing to changing. People have been cured of cancer, chronic health conditions, Parkinson's disease, stroke, paralysis, and even rare genetic disorders. You know what these people have in common? For them, it was never just about treatment. It was about embracing change for healing. That's the real game changer. So if you've ever felt that lack, be it in your mind or even in your body, let's take healing as an example. When you grasp that you can't heal just by desiring it, it's a game changer. It's about understanding what needs to change for the healing to happen. It's no longer about asking why it hasn't occurred yet, as that's your old self talking, still mired in lack. Now let's talk about money. We often hear that money attracts more money, right? Some folks tend to view the wealthy in a negative light, and they harbor a less than ideal opinion about money. But it's time to shift that thinking, my friend. Money isn't a villain. In fact, it's unlimited, and there's plenty for everyone. You've got to change your relationship with money. Love it, appreciate it, and be grateful for it. Think about what it enables you to do, living a life where you can afford everything you desire. So make it a habit to say thank you each time money comes into your life or goes out. The power of gratitude is simply incredible. It raises your energy and paves the way for more abundance. Now let's dive deeper into the mindset of an abundant person. They focus on gratitude for what they already have rather than dwelling on what's lacking. This positive outlook attracts even more positivity into their lives. Instead of operating from a place of fear, they believe in an abundance of opportunities, resources, and possibilities in the world. This belief gives them the courage to take risks and explore the unknown, which in turn is where great things are created. And let's talk about meditation. It's about getting familiar with yourself. Take a break from your phone, social media, and emails. Just close your eyes and observe the thoughts that arise. You see, that's why you might not feel abundant. When you feel that lack, pay attention to what you usually do to make it disappear. But this time, sit with the lack, be curious, and explore what's on the other side of it. You see, your body has been programmed into this sense of lack deep in your subconscious. It's time to reprogram it, my friend. It's time to break free from the old patterns and create a life filled with abundance. The power is within you. So, embrace change, shift your perspective on money, practice gratitude, and dive into the unknown. Your abundant future is waiting for you, and it's time to claim it. You know, it's interesting how the feeling of lack can drive our thoughts and our actions. It's like we're operating on autopilot, stuck in the past, thinking those same old thoughts again and again. It's a bit like breaking an addiction. There are cravings, and our bodies are screaming, "Why stop now?" You see, our bodies have become so accustomed to this feeling of lack that they don't even realize it anymore. It's like a familiar, albeit unpleasant friend. The moment you decide to make a different choice, get ready for some discomfort. Your body will push you to stick with the same thoughts, actions, and behaviors because it's all it knows. It wants you to return to the familiar territory, the default mode, and you're the default. Now here's the real question: what thoughts would an abundant person entertain? Imagine asking yourself that. I will tell you a story about a man who succeeded in life. Take this gentleman, for example. He was practically penniless, not even $2 in his pocket. But now he's worth hundreds of millions, and he just keeps giving it away. His journey taught him that it wasn't just about the wealth, it was about who he became in the process. He had to leave behind his past, all the mistakes and debts, to no longer be that person. He asked himself, how would a wealthy person live? And when he created wealth, the first thing he did was give it away. Why? Because an abundant person doesn't feel lack, and they know how to create more. He lived in that abundant state and ran an experiment. What happened when he kept giving? He got more. He upgraded his heart and mind, and incredible healings occurred. So the next crucial question is, how would an abundant person think? Write it down, my friend, and start firing and wiring those thoughts into your brain. It's like installing new software. Keep at it with attention and intention, and these thoughts will become the new voice in your head, a software program. Now here's the fun part. Before you reach for your cell phone and dive into social media, close your eyes and imagine how that abundant person would act, how they'd walk, breathe, smile, and interact with people. Picture it during Zoom calls, in traffic, at dinner, everywhere. The brain doesn't know the difference between your real experiences and your vivid imagination. In no time, you start rewiring your brain for the future. It's no longer just a record of the past. It's primed for the possibilities ahead. Take a look at rich people. How do they behave? Are they constantly complaining, or are they joyful and confident? How long do they need to make decisions? Do they know what they want? Examine their lives, their families, their friends. Are they fulfilled and wealthy? The key is to observe, learn, not just from yourself, but from those around you. If you want to be rich, follow the footsteps of the wealthy. Hang out with them, talk to them, and ask them how they got there. You might be surprised by their answers. Dream big, raise your vibration, and act as if you're already rich. Confidence and openness will attract opportunities you never imagined. The unknown is where the magic happens. This is your journey to abundance, my friend. If you like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Have a fantastic day and keep reaching for
Thank you.